now that we've talked about what I like about Apple, let's talk about a few things I don't. First thing, Apple seems to be a little bit late to the game in certain, let's say, new tech arenas, like wireless charging, smart speakers, things like that. Some things they're the leader in, some things they lag just a little bit behind, but as an Apple sheep might say, they are just perfecting their version of it. One thing that I will miss when I get an iPhone, as opposed to having this Note 8, is I have the Samsung Gear VR headset. I don't use that a whole lot, and in all honesty, I mainly just got it for testing at work. We are implementing some new VR training equipment, so I wanted to test it out, and it is pretty fun. Second thing, Apple's products can be quite expensive, and I say can be, there's a little caveat there. Let's take, for instance, a 27-inch iMac, or even the iMac Pro. If you watch Linus Tech Tips, he kind of broke down the pricing of all the components for the iMac Pro, and if you sourced them all and built your own, you would spend about $200 more than just buying it all together in the iMac Pro. And the iMac 2017 5K, think about that, you're getting a 27-inch 5K monitor, and you can get dedicated graphics, a very nice dedicated graphics processor, i7 processor, the RAM, and all that for about what you would pay for a comparable Windows-based machine. So in that realm, in their desktop realm, you really do get what you pay for. But with the laptops, I probably would not buy a brand new MacBook Pro. The only reason I would is because I can get Apple education pricing, because of what I do at work as far as instructing, and because my son is technically homeschooled. So we qualify for the program on 2 parts. But every other Mac computer, laptop, desktop I've bought used for a good deal, I might add, and they still run quite well. And that's another thing. They last. It's not really a downside. This video is what I hate about Apple. But that's one thing I do like. They tend to last longer. So another bad thing. For the most part, they are not user upgradable. The only thing that I can think of off the top of my head that is user upgradable on any of their products right now, that is easily user upgradable, is the RAM on a 27-inch iMac. Not the 21.5, only the 27. And I think maybe the iMac Pro. And the Mac Pro, the trash can. You can upgrade some of that stuff too. But we're hoping that's soon to be replaced anyway. This has been a big one lately. But form over function can be an issue. There's no denying that Apple makes some good looking products. Nice thin laptops, but when you're cramming a Core i9 high performance processor into a body that thick, you're going to need some airflow, or that thing's going to be throttled down to where it's almost pointless to have an i9. But with software updates, that has gotten better. And the last thing that I could think of, what I don't like about Apple, is the new MacBook Pros. If you get one of those, you're going to be living the dongle life for quite a while. Especially if you're like me and you do video. All that is done on an SD card. The new MacBook Pros do not have an SD card reader. Why, I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard to put a little one inside there, even if that was the only other port they added besides USB-C, Thunderbolt 3. 3, 4, or 5 years from now, may not be an issue at all. But today, a little bit of a growing pain there. So, there's my short list of what I hate about Apple. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.